Today, as we commence with a coffee and poppy seed bagel, won't you join me on a quick journey on the Ulster and Delaware railbed? Why? Why not? Let's go. Well, I thought I would spend today's video 6 miles from Kingston Point. No, actually, I thought I'd spend today's video on lost railbeds about buildings and structures that are lost and misguided and have been one place and now are somewhere else. This is the section house on the Catskill Mountain Railroad branch of the Ulster and Delaware over here in well, we're just outside of Kingston, Hurley. And she sits right now, she sits up on a little knob here at milepost 6. It's not where she came from. She came from the city of Kingston originally. She got brought out by flatbed trailer to right out there in Shokan. She served as a section house for many years until Vince Guido and myself and a couple of other roustabouts decided to jack it up and put it on his flatbed trailer and move it to the first location right on the other side of the tracks there at Hurley Mountain Road, until Ulster County decided, no, we don't like it there. So got put back on the trailer and brought right here just off of Hurley Mountain Road on the west side, as you can see right here by milepost 6, and that's where she resides. An old section house, the old original Ulster and Delaware Catskill Mountain Railroad branch right here in Ulster County. Let's keep going. Next up on the hit list of quote-unquote structures on the questionably abandoned Ulster and Delaware here in Ulster County is this old concrete, what's left of a abutment on the south side. Here are the tracks heading west, where they cross Route 28 right off of Route 28. They cross Route 28A, excuse me, right off of Route 28, looking west towards Sam and spinning around, looking east back towards Kingston Point. The Catskill Mountain Railroad, currently being 2022, has permission to run from the county to run all the way to this point. They are looking to secure permission to cross Route 28A, which they of course used to do until things got dicey with the county, shall we say. I'll keep it politically clean. And they are looking to cross. They blacktopped over them, but that can easily be remedied. Anyway, right up there, maybe you can see it from here, is the next structure. I think I'll move Sam up there and we'll go check that one out. Okay, heading a little bit west from that concrete abutment there on 28A. We are still on 28A. We're walking toward what is affectionately known as the Madden House. The Madden House is called the Madden House because the Madden family lived there. Mr. Madden was a railroad employee of sorts who worked at the quarry not too far from here. He passed away in an accident at that quarry. The railroad had a shred of sympathy toward Mrs. Madden, who was left without her husband and I do believe several children, and they subsequently gave her this house to, I think, in perpetuity, life estate, whatever it was called back then, to live in. She then took in Irish, predominantly Irish. Let's peek in here. I don't think it'll fall down yet. She took in primarily Irish railroad workers who did a lot of stone work on the line and on the building of the reservoir, the Ashokan Reservoir, in the area here. And she took them in as boarders. So now you've got kind of an abnormality. Back in the day, as they say, old Mrs. Madden, a widower with small children, taking in boarders. A little dangerous, but I assume back then it was a different world. Maybe it wasn't. Who knows? Got a lot of bottles here. They did a lot of drinking. It's an old well. Not going to spend too much more time on here because I've yet to put my warmy Carhartts on, and it's well, it's in the 20s today. Oh my, poor old girl. Yeah, well, it's still standing. Barely. The Madden House, Route 28A, right west of Kingston, heading west on the Ulster and Delaware line. Just one more interesting little tidbit here. These are the rails right here in front of the Madden House, looking west, and we are from the rail. See my foot? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paces, and let's call a pace 3 feet. That's roughly 24 feet from the edge of the rail to the front door of the Madden House. Here they are. Pretty cool, huh? So now we continue a little further west on Route 28A from the Madden House, and we turn left. I'm sorry, we turn right. I'm still back in the Sesame Street days, learning my lefts and rights and ABCs. We turn right on Beesmer Road, Beesmer with a B, and we come up a little ways, and we've got the current right-of-way. Little crossing here, the concrete culvert on the Ulster and Delaware. I don't remember seeing a date on this one, but let's look. We do have the obligatory graffiti. There it is, 1911. It's always 1911 somewhere, just like it's 5 o'clock somewhere. This is the existing right-of-way, Ulster and Delaware Catskill Mountain Branch. Now, an interesting feature, perhaps you can see it down there. Sam is winking at us. Wink, 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 wink. Yeah, just past Sam on the right is the original crossing of Beesmer Road, which I'm not sure if it was Beesmer Road back then, but it was a cowpath dirt road back then. That's the original stone abutment for the Ulster and Delaware when it veered off and went further southwesterly through the valley that is now the Ashokan Reservoir. This is the stone abutment that is left from that original right-of-way, and that one's still there. This one has been taken apart, but the bed is still up there, and you can actually walk the bed from the Madden house in a westerly direction and come to that crossing, to that Y. Anyway, just put my comfies on, and I'm bright green today. Now I'm a little warmer. Well, I made the climb up here for you, so you don't have to. I am on top of the Bucenec Road overpass. That there is looking back east toward Kingston, and as you can see, the rails are rusty. I just wanted to show you this last little tidbit here in this area while we are here before we move on the Ulster and Delaware. Again, today's video, just to show you a brief overview of buildings, structures, things, three-dimensional actual objects we can put our hands on. The next of which is, unfortunately, been spoiled by graffiti, but as you can see, it is the milepost 9 from Kingston Point on the Ulster and Delaware. The 9-mile post, and this side has been defamed also, but you can still see the K in the 9 very clearly, and at least it's still here, guys. Somebody hasn't stolen it. You know, the crackheads are stealing everything in this world these days. Boy, oh boy. Well, there's looking west. At some point, maybe we'll be out here clearing this brush and trees and underbrush, and the old trains will be rumbling along here toward Basin Road again. Moving on. Okay, we made it here to the next actual physical three-dimensional thing we can look at and touch and see and stand on, and that is the Basin Road overpass. Right here on the Ulster and Delaware. As soon as this truck crosses, we will cross the road. Yeah, we put our lives in jeopardy for you guys, but it's well worth it, isn't it? We got this big old pipe here we have to step across, and we're going to go up on the overpass and give you a little view, and we'll find out what's up there. Basin Road. Yeah, we made it up here. Wasn't too hard. Basin Road. We got the crossing frogs, and we've also got the leaning milepost of Pisa, milepost 10. And well, quite frankly, as long as that little maple tree stays there, she'll stay. But that's milepost 10, still in great shape, and the crackheads have not yet graffitied it. Maybe because it's out here in the kind of sort of visible area. Oh, I spoke too soon. Look at what those little bums did. They blued it. They blued it. Yep. So, this is where the Catskill Mountain Railroad is wishing to acquire full permission to run up to. Again, looking back east toward Kingston, they would run from the Kingston Plaza, where they currently do, all the way out here to milepost 10 at the Basin Road Bridge. And beyond this, as you can see, they have very conveniently torched the damn rails because they put up their coveted walking path. We're now on top of Basin Road Bridge. There goes a car. Bye-bye. And as you can see, from here forward, oh boy, they got it all fenced in. What does that say? End of Ashokan Rail Trail. For more information, visit www.jerks.com. That ripped up the rails. Yep. So, well, that's not very hard to figure out. Look at that. You could open that up if you wanted to. Anyway, let's move on before we get too political here. Okay. Well, you know how to spell irony. I won't spell it for you, but in a bit of a twist of irony, this is actually a SaveTheRails.org yard sign that we being the masses that did not want the rails ripped up, were responsible for putting out and getting the word out. And there it is, crumpled up on the side of the rails at milepost 10. Oh, how sad. Oh, how sad. Okay, here we are. Looking down that way, we're looking north. That's Route 28 out there, just about where that car is. Route 28, just west of Basin Road. So, this is the Ashokan Rail Trail. It's the main entrance. So you come in, and most people just come in and they follow like sheep, and they turn right and they go down there. And you can't go that way. But little Sam, you stay there. Don't get stolen. Nobody knows this, but now you will. So when you come in, you come right here. This is the original location of the West Hurley / Woodstock station. Ow. This is the rubble. This is the station. This was the station. This is the foundation. We're on top of it here. Now let's see. Yep, you can see it. See the bricks? Yeah, there's the corner right there. I know I'm going fast. It's cold out. It's 20 degrees today, but I'm ready. Are you? Yeah, here we are. This was the station. Look at that down there. Ooh. I'll tell you what else I like. Over here, there's a lot of little white pine seedlings all over the place. There's one there. Yeah. It's an undermined cave in there. Some old 2-inch galvanized piping there. And I'm here trying to get this documented. Let's see if I can stand on that vine just like that and come over here and see what we can find. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that goes way down. Got some steel beams here. All these big sinkholes. We got concrete, we got brick, we got stone, we got steel, we've got fieldstone, and yes, right there is the line. Now, I'm not sure standing here right now whether this was Woodstock first and then West Hurley, or whether it was West Hurley and then Woodstock. We shall have to research that part of it for you guys. A lot of rubble all over the place. Let me shut you off so I can get out of here without getting killed or hurt or maimed. This is the walking trail, former bed, Ulster in Delaware. I'm looking east back toward the Basin Road closure. And there was a switch back there. Maybe I'll walk back. And it switched and went on both sides of the station, which is in that patch of woods right there. That continues on west toward toward Oneonta eventually, points west. Let's see what I can find down here by the switch. Okay, as promised, I told you I'd find something. We just came from there. As you can see, that's the split there, and this is the main line. I did find down here that would have been a big concrete stanchion for the rail yard known as Shokin West Hurley. Get some big old bolts that were torched off many years ago. Look at those torch marks. Yep, that's remaining right here, just west of Basin Road, east of the parking lot for the Shokin Rail Trail. Let's see what else we can find. Now this is quite a substantial, I'm going to guess 4 feet by 4 feet. So that's a substantial footing. That was a that would have been a big sign there. That wouldn't have been just a whistle stop or raise your plow. We'll have to look into that. Let's go. I can't say as I disagree with protect our drinking water. How about you? Oh guys, these things are out here, you just have to find them. I walked down a little bit further east from the parking lot of the Shokin Rail Trail, and yes indeed, this is a man-built stone wall signifying the start of the switch point where it would have wired off to go around the station on each side. And I did find a little bit further east this old gem here. Yep, that's concrete, and you can see where it was torched off right there, and there, and there, and right here is the standpipe where the electric came up. Give you a little overview. Concrete, it's about 2 foot by 3 foot with a 2 foot extension on it. That would have been the warning lights, because it did have electric, for the crossing of Basin Road and the entrance to the yard limit. It's called the yard limit. Boy, they sure did spend a lot of money on this. $1.1 million per mile. You got that kind of money? I don't. Oh, let me show you. Right there, it's Basin Road. That's that gate we were just fiddling with before. Yep, not a single shred of iron left out here. Oh, I couldn't resist. So we're walking west from Basin Road. We've gone past the standpipe where the signpost was, and I just want to walk it with you. This is the switch to the siding. I would have continued down for quite a while. Ah, could that be a tie or a tree? I doubt they left anything, because you know they're creosote, and gosh forbid you leave creosote in the woods. Oh, I took a bad turn here. So we're still on the siding, and decisions. Go around the pile of stone, or go up and over, oh, up and over. I still got it, kids. Yeah. So luckily Sam is still there, and this is original roadbed, untouched by the hands of man, and in between 2016 and 2022. This is the rail bed, Ulster Delaware, coming up on the station where we started, and I'll stop talking now because I'm out of breath. Well, we did come into the parking lot, let's call it a parking lot, and they did leave some. They left rails that were on the siding, and thank goodness they go on back east toward where the station was. This was the siding, and gosh, I'm at least thankful that they left these. And I do see more over here on the other side. Well, you want $1, they give you a nickel. I guess you'll take the nickel. Yep, we're grateful they left these at least. Greed did not enter their little minds when they left these, at least. And this is all that's left. A couple 100 feet of them. Look at those little pine seedlings. White pine, Pinus strobus. Yep, so this was the rail yard here in West Hurley, which is now the site of the walking trail. They got a kiosk for dummies, as I call them. Let's see what it says here. The Woodstock Dyke. Oh look, a picture of a train. How quaint. Yeah, it's got all your information on there. You'll have to visit or Google. Go on your Google machine. We are right in here somewhere. Reservoir Road. Where the heck are we here? Oh no, we are here. You are here. I am here. Where are you? Here's Basin Road, and that's where it comes up and crosses. So we're standing right here now. As you can see, it goes right on around the Shokin Reservoir, and it used to go that way, and now you can walk it. And oh look, they show where it picks up here. Let's go there. Cold Brook Road. We'll find the station. The Ulster Delaware Railroad, Catskill Mountain Branch. We covered Hurley, Stony Hollow, West Hurley, here in Ulster County, New York. I just wanted to issue an apology of sorts. We worked real hard a few years back to stop the removal of some historic rails along this corridor in the Ulster County area in order to construct a trail. We've seen it happen across this great country of ours. Rail trails are quite popular. We're not against rail trails. Our group advocated for a trail alongside the existing rails along the operating, keyword operating tourist line. But as so happens all the time, politics won, history lost. Thanks for watching, guys. Lost Rail Beds. We'll pick up the next one where we left off. Thanks.